The saying, "there are no other people's children," had always seemed a bit harsh to Sarah.
Sure, there was a difference between the fierce protectiveness she felt for her own son, Liam, and the way she might regard another child. But she wasn't sure about the no other people's children part. Sarah lived in a small, close-knit community on the edge of a sprawling forest. Her neighbor, Mrs.
Jackson, had always been a quiet, solitary woman, but her life took a dramatic turn when a stray cat, a sleek black creature, appeared on her porch one day.
The cat, whom Mrs.
Jackson named Shadow, seemed to have a maternal instinct that was almost shocking.
Then, one afternoon, Mrs.
Jackson discovered Shadow had given birth to a litter of kittens in her old shed. Sarah, a self-proclaimed cat whisperer, was immediately drawn to the tiny, helpless creatures. Mrs. Jackson, however, was a bit overwhelmed.
"I don't know what to do, Sarah," she confessed, her eyes filled with worry.
"My arthritis makes it hard to take care of myself, let alone kittens."
Sarah, with a smile, volunteered to help. "Don't worry, Mrs. Jackson. We'll take care of the kittens together."
The next few weeks were a blur of milk bottles, warm blankets, and playful kitten antics. Sarah spent countless hours with the kittens, helping them grow strong and healthy. She even gave them names: Luna, Jasper, and the smallest, a tiny gray tabby, she called Whiskers. One evening, Sarah found Whiskers missing. The little kitten was nowhere to be seen in the shed. Panic surged through her. Sarah searched high and low, calling out Whiskers' name, but he was gone. The next morning, Mrs. Jackson called Sarah, her voice shaking. "Sarah, come quick. Shadow is acting strange." Sarah rushed over to Mrs. Jackson's house, her heart pounding. In the shed, Shadow was curled up in a corner, hissing and growling, but something was different. Nestled in her warm fur, Sarah saw a tiny, brown creature, its eyes wide with fear. "It's a baby possum, Sarah," Mrs. Jackson breathed. "I think Shadow found it abandoned in the forest." The possum, barely the size of Whiskers, was clinging tightly to Shadow, its tiny claws digging into her fur. Sarah could see that Shadow was no longer hissing. Instead, she was grooming the possum gently, her eyes filled with a surprising tenderness. "It seems Shadow's maternal instincts are extending beyond her own kittens," Sarah said, a soft smile spreading across her face. Over the next few weeks, Shadow took the possum, whom they named Pipsqueak, under her wing. She nursed him alongside her kittens, protecting him fiercely.